Hi all, here Ora. Thank you for coming for my presentation. I know many of you cannot wait for gala dinner, but give me just 20-30 minutes for the presentation. So today I'm gonna give you the presentation about the sponsor talk. We are weird. I think all of you know. So first, let me talk about the company. So we are Yukai Inc. We are a startup company based in Tokyo, Japan. And we basically develop a lot of geospatial software. But it's also a very quite international company. We have members from China or Canada or a lot of countries. It's very international company. Unfortunately, not a member from New Zealand yet. Yeah, in the future, yeah. And we are also a Reearth. So Yukaria is the company name, but our team name is called Reearth. And I think in the sponsor talk or a lot of talk, we talk about Reearth. So I think you got bored to listening about the name. But yeah, we are team of Reearth. And the Reearth is the WebGIS platform, especially for the open data. We have several products, which is Reearth CMS, which is for content management system. We also have Visualizer to visualize geospatial data. We also have Flow. So we mainly have 3 main products. And all of these products are open source, and you can access to all of the source code on the GitHub. And we are very honored to be a top sponsor over the last 3 years. Thank you. We used to be a diamond sponsor in Kosovo. That was in 2023. And last year, that was a platinum sponsor. I don't know diamond platinum, which is more expensive. Yeah. But yeah, in this year, we also sponsor as a platinum sponsor in Auckland. However, 2 years ago, FOSS4G in Kosovo, that time, we are also still, our company name, team name was still Reearth, but the brand logo was quite different. I think maybe you heard Reearth many times, but you might also see, a logo looks very different from last year. Yes, because we changed the logo very a lot. That is because till 2 years ago, we basically focused on data visualization. But after that, we have realized the visualization is very tiny part of geospatial applications. And then we thought it's better to switch. It's better to redefine our identity. And then we changed the logo. And now, from data visualization, we more focus on open data. Why open data? And yesterday, I was making the presentation and wondering how much amount of data is generated in the world. Anyone can imagine? Yep. Which is 149 zettabyte data has been generated or consumed or copied in the world as of 2024. And I didn't know what is zettabyte. I had never heard zettabyte in my life. And I asked my colleagues, do you know about zettabyte? And then my colleague said, oh yeah, sounds like tasty. Yeah, so probably that is next. So I only knew megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte, but I don't know what comes next. Maybe after that. But anyway, so the point is not the number. The point is we have a lot of data. We live in the world having a lot of information, a lot of data. But the question is, do we really make use of this data we generate every day? Maybe no. And we wonder how much amount of data is available as open data. Maybe 1% or even less than that. There is the idea of a spatial data infrastructure. That is data infrastructure implementing a framework of geographic data, metadata, users, and tools that are interactively connected in order to use spatial data in efficient and flexible way. So this is terminology for open data or open data initiatives. So this is not only about the software, but also the framework, such as governance and the standard, etc. There are a lot of open data initiatives, not only these countries, it could be local government, I mean like municipality-wide or nationwide, sometimes it's region-wide, such as Oceania or like Asia or whatever. So some of the examples are data.gov, which is US open data initiatives. And European countries also have Inspire, which defines the data standard, also some requirement as the framework. Japan also has some open data initiative. One is Plato, which is 3D city model data open data initiatives. So a lot of countries or municipalities know open data is very important. And there is one principle, it's called FAIR. I like it how it sounds like. So FAIR is for findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable. So this principle tells what we need to have to make the open data world come true. We know the principle. We have a lot of open data frameworks, open data initiatives, but we think but it's not how we want to be. We also have, so what do we have now? We have a lot of nice software. Thank you for FOSS4G. We have many geospatial applications like Goodall, QGIS, etc. We have many, many nice applications and softwares, but we still don't feel it's not in terms of open data. We feel like it's still, we are not in the goal yet. And then we thought, like what we are missing? Like we have nice software. We also have a lot of open data initiatives, but we still feel we don't make use of the open data. For example, I'm also like GIS software. I know a lot of open data. I also know how to use geospatial softwares. But then when I try to solve the real world problems, then when I look for the open data, then I feel, like, although like there is an open data initiative and I find my data, but then still I cannot find the data I want to have. There are a lot of open data, but still these data are not easily accessible for anyone. And then we are thinking, what example, what analogy we can apply for open data initiatives. And then we thought, GitHub. GitHub is amazing. I think most of you are a big fan of GitHub. Thanks to GitHub, we can publish our source code as open source. So I cannot imagine how much the contribution has been made on GitHub. And I was wondering how many repositories are public. And yesterday I was searching how many repositories, and it has more than 200 million public repositories. It's very a lot. And then we thought, what if we apply the idea of GitHub for open data? So we have an open data initiative on each country, and we also have nice softwares, but we still feel we are not yet there. Then we thought, business model must be changed. So this is the idea. As Reearth, the product, we think it's better like open data project for free. It's the same idea as GitHub. GitHub, we need to pay for GitHub sometime, especially for private repository, but GitHub allows us to maintain our source code as long as it's a public repository. So GitHub does a lot of effort to encourage the open source community. We can also use the same idea. So that's why we changed the logo, we changed the business model. So this is the current pricing table. We have many plans. Of course, it's open source. If you want to use for free, you can use. But we also need to make money. So this is the pricing table. We have some plan to be charged. We also have plan for free. So you can upload any amount of data. You can use the product for free, as long as it's public project. We want to do something similar how GitHub did for open source. We also want to do something like some similar strategy for open data. We encourage all of you and all of community people to upload, make the data for free. So this is the 3 products we have. Flow, also thinking about FAIR principle. So Flow contribute to the interoperable. We use a lot of geospatial data format, shapefile, GeoJSON, and sometimes like a GeoPacket, like some new data format as well. But the problem is we want to convert data into the data format we want to use. So Flow is in charge of that part. CMS is the very core of our product, which is for content management system. We need to have the way to manage your data so you can update every day or frequently and also deliver that data for anyone who wants to use it. And finally, Visualizer. Literally, it's a tool to visualize the data. So Visualizer contribute to make the data accessible and also findable for anyone who wants to use the data. So let me briefly talk about the detail of the product. CMS, it's a very core product of a company. So CMS is the data management tool. You can define the data schema by yourself, and because it's a cloud-native application, you can invite your friends, your colleagues to the same workspace, and you can edit the same data together. So it's a very collaborative tool. And the other characteristic of the CMS is you can also publish the data in the geospatial data format. So you manage the data, you maintain the data there, and you ask your colleagues to update data. That data is accessible as, for example, GeoJSON file or any other data format. So this is the very core part of the open data platform. And the Visualizer. So Visualizer is a tool to visualize the geospatial data, and it has powerful styling language. We have like real like styling language allowing you to colorize any of your geospatial data in the real manner. It also has plugin feature, which is like Chrome extension or VS Code extension, so allowing you to incorporate your own functionality to the product. And it's also powered by WebAssembly, so it's a very new product. And the last one is Flow. So Flow is a GUI tool to configure any data operation workflow by yourself. And it's also written by Rust, so it's pretty fast. And using 3 of these main products, one of the successful project was Plateau. The Plateau is the Japanese government project. And in this project, more than 250 municipalities joined to the project. And they all agree with making their data as open data. And we utilized a lot of web technologies. We also use the computer graphics technology to make it more looks nice. And this project also used CMS. So more than 250 municipalities work on the same workspace on the CMS, and they all, like each of them, update their data every year, and then that data is accessible via API. Not only this product, we also have research and development project. So one is Navara. CMS, Visualizer, Flow. These products are something like applications. But now we use Cesium. But as we pursue the best way to visualize data, we faced some issues. And then we thought, why not we make the new map engine? So this one uses Rust and also WebAssembly, and it uses a lot of nice 3D computer graphics algorithm to make it visual, like looks nice. So this picture looks like picture, a photo taken by camera, but it's actually computer graphics. So we also have to talk about this one. We also have another project, Links Veda. This is also the project with Japanese government. The government has a lot of data as paper, and these paper are stored in their bookshelf. But then they said, we want to make use of these unstructured data, and now the AI is big trend. So we thought it's better to use AI to automatically structure these data in PDF, paper, into the CSV or GeoJSON data format. We also have talk. Talk about this. And the future outlook. So as I said, readers mainly focus on data visualization before, but now we realize not only visualization, not only geospatial application, open data is the key factor. So we have, as a technology, we have GIS, and a scheme, we have open source. We all appreciate open source. But not only that, we also appreciate open data. In the perspective of digital public goods, the reason why we, like Eucalia Reader Team, sponsor this FOSS4G every year is we believe we want to make digital public goods. And we thought open source code is one of the digital public goods, but now we think open data is also part of that. And some news, in 2026, we plan to release Flow as a beta version. We already had alpha version and we did a workshop. And we also plan to release Navala as beta version. Maybe I might giving some pressure to my colleagues. Yeah. And next year, we have FOSS4G in Japan, in Hiroshima. And as a real team, we hope to sponsor, probably, next year as well. But to sponsor, we need to have money. I don't say money, but we need to have user base. So please use Rear so we can sponsor next year as well. It's not easy to make money to sponsor, so please use it or spread to your friends. Yeah, so in short, not only geospatial software, open data is also the key. So open data plus open source is open feature. So again, thank you very much. We are very honored to be a partner sponsor in this year as well. And we, as I said, we also hope to be a sponsor next year as well. The rest of the days, we have many talks. Eight or nine of colleagues came to the FOSS4G in this year. So we have many talks. One is visualizer, but it's already done, unfortunately. That was today. And the CMS, the talk is on Friday, so please come. And we also have many talks about the Flow, Navala, and Links Veda, all of these tomorrow. So please come to the session. And for more information, we have website and also GitHub and company page. So I hope you all start to use Reader and then become a user and then contribute to the company so we can sponsor next year as well. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.